Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be making you one of my favorite things ever. If you want to learn how to make ooey gooey brownies, then this video is for you. And I've pimped it out. Got some chocolate chips in there, got some white chocolate chips in there. It's going to be delicious.
First off, you're going to want to put 2 4-ounce sticks of butter or 226 grams of butter into a preheated pan like I did. You can also use a bain-marie. Once most of the butter is melted, you can add half a cup of cocoa powder. The darker the better, and I like to use cocoa powder without any sugar in it, so I would highly recommend doing that. Now you're just going to want to combine everything in. Once everything's mixed in, add a dash of salt, followed by a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then you're going to want to add 2 cups of brown sugar. Or what I did, it was add 1 cup of brown sugar followed by 3/4 of the next cup of brown sugar, and then a couple of tablespoons of white sugar. What this does is, the white sugar that is, it helps give a crisp top, while the large amounts of brown sugar helps give it a nice chew to it. I wouldn't recommend using only white sugar because then the brownies will be too sweet. If you only want to use brown sugar, that's totally up to you. Once everything's added, just mix it in to make sure it's combined. I decided to use the smallest possible spoon, and so this took me a few minutes, but it was totally worth it. Next up, take the pan off the gas and then add 1 cup of all-purpose flour. You can sift this in or buy pre-sifted, which is what I did. You're going to want to make sure that there aren't any flour clumps, so just be careful about how you mix it. Next up, you're going to want to add 2 eggs. Add them one at a time and make sure that you either crack it in a bowl or be a rebel like what I was and crack it straight into the pan. Be sure to quickly mix this in, or the residual heat from the pan might start to cook the egg. Once the eggs are combined, you can add your fixings, your nut chocolate chips, your white chocolate chips, butterscotch cups, peanut butter chips, nuts, dried fruit if you want to, but I chose to add white chocolate and milk chocolate. Usually I would have added nuts, but this batch is for a few special friends of mine, and you're going to want to quickly mix this in because the white chocolate will start to melt pretty quickly. This step is totally optional. You don't need to add any fixins, but I think it makes for a really nice brownie, so I went ahead and did it. Next up, get your baking dish and then make sure that you press in your parchment paper. You don't need to use parchment paper, you can just butter the base. But what I chose to do was add a couple of drops of oil to your pan and then mix them in with some kitchen paper. And then once again, press your paper into the dish, which will not only help, the oil will not only help it keep its shape, but then also it'll be easier for the paper to stay in while you dump in your brownies. Now go ahead and dump in your brownies. Now this next step is also optional. You can go ahead and add a couple of handfuls of white chocolate chips. Then you're going to want to just press them in. These will leave for nice pockets of white chocolate chip or like melted white chocolate chips when the brownies are done. Once it's done, bake it in a preheated oven. The oven should be at 180 degrees or 355 Fahrenheit. And then take it out after 25 minutes or until a knife or a baking dish toothpick comes out clean.
I'm going to taste it and then let you know what I think. Still pretty hot, so I'm probably going to burn the whole of my mouth, but it's going to be totally worth it. The white sugar that we added gives a slight crunch, helps build a crisp top. The brown sugar makes it nice and chewy. This is perfect. I recommend letting it cool a little bit more. If you can't wait and you're like me, dig in. But you might burn your mouth, so decide carefully. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Go to the subscription box and click on it. And then feel free to share these videos. If your friends want to learn how to cook, bake, do anything like this, what I do, then share these videos with them.